Hey everyone. So we're looking at a number of amendments under the Bill of Rights which were put in place to put limitations on the federal government to protect you and I's natural rights. Corey and Ramona have summed up the 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment. Now I'm going to take a couple minutes to talk about the 8th Amendment, which states, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Let's start with excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines. This may not seem like a big deal at the outset, but for defendants who are incarcerated, preparing a case will become very difficult if they are in jail. Excessive fines may be a non-issue for high-level executives. However, the prospect of a $25,000 fine for you and I would be very crushing and certainly would carry long-term effects even if we're proven innocent. So this part of the 8th Amendment is very important. But the 8th Amendment also states, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. When we think about cruel and unusual punishment, you can probably come up with a case or two of police brutality these days, but it's certainly not the norm. However, when the amendment was enacted as part of the Bill of Rights in 1791, the modus operandi of law enforcement was to invoke intimidation and the fear of punishment. During the time leading up to the Bill of Rights, whippings and pillory were considered acceptable forms of punishment, and public humiliation, as you can see from these images, while burnings and the guillotine were considered typical forms of capital punishment, and they did this in all different countries. So thank goodness for the 8th Amendment, right? With this said, the death penalty is not considered unconstitutional for us today. This means a jury can find a defendant guilty and can deliberate on the death penalty. However, this process is not taken lightly. Betty and Samuelson write that most state statutes bureaucrate a capital case. That is, they split it up so that the jury first considers only guilt or innocence, and then, if the defendant is found guilty, deliberates on the death penalty. And that's constitutional protections in Chapter 7. Thanks for watching.